Hi, Chuck here. Today we're going to be doing the second installment of Mastering the Basics, and we're going to focus today primarily on our posture. And this is one area that a lot of players spend a lot of time working on, because they understand that the lines that you create at address will determine what you can or cannot do with the golf club. So hurry back and let's get you into a posture that will allow you to make more of an efficient golf swing. Okay, welcome back. So the first part of this little segment, we're going to talk about our posture, but we're not going to incorporate the golf club right yet, because I want you to get a feel of where you should be in your setup or your posture before we introduce the golf club. So let's just go ahead and walk through that real quick, okay? Number one, we have to find balance. So what we need to do is just stand straight up and down. What I want you to do is I want you to rock on your toes and back on your heels, and slowly find the middle of your feet. So that's going to be balanced. So what I see a lot of times is I see a lot of players getting too much on their toes or too much on their heels. We want to maintain a balanced foundation. So again, we're going to just rock forward on our toes, heels, and we're going to slowly back down till we find our center, okay? So right there is my center. Now from here, we need to bend forward and get into our athletic position. So probably the best way to do that would be if I was to hold my hands out in front of me like in this manner, and keeping my legs locked, I'm going to bow forward. But what I want to do is I want to keep my arms parallel to the ground. So as I'm bowing forward, you're going to see that my buttocks goes out. So guys, I don't care how big or how small you think these are, or this is your counterbalance. It needs to go out, and there's a reason for that. From here, again, bow forward, legs locked, arms out. This creates more of a, and again guys, I don't want you to set up with your spine angle so rigid, but this right here does not help you produce an efficient golf swing. You can see how I'm rounded and hunched over. This is not a very athletic position. So I do kind of want to see the back a little bit more in a structured manner than just sloppy. So here we go again. Once we find our balance, hands out in front, lock your legs. We're going to bow forward, keeping our arms out. This allows us to keep this spine in this angle. Now, once we have achieved this, what I want you to do now is just let your hands and arms drop directly underneath you. Because if you imagine holding a 50-pound weight, we can hold that 50-pound weight a lot longer right here than we can out here. And the reason why a lot of us have our hands out in front of us is because the buttocks are actually too much underneath us. So now I don't have room to let these hands drop underneath me. I got to put them out here. So again, two reasons why I want the buttocks out. One is a counterbalance, and one is to make room for our hands to hang directly underneath our shoulders. Now this is for irons, okay? For our driver and our fairway woods, we might feel a little bit more reachy, but for our irons, for the most part, we want our hands underneath, okay? So once we have established this, guys, we're going to keep this out like it's against a wall. And all you're going to do now is give me just a little bit of knee break. Boom. Now we are in that athletic position, okay? Now, how far should we be bent over? Well, this is pretty bulletproof, guys. If I extend my fingers on my hands, I should be able to just touch the top of my kneecap, just the top of it. So that's going to assure me that I'm bent over enough. Now I'm going to put my hands together, and here is the setup that I'm looking for in the golf swing. Now, let's incorporate the golf club. So we're going to go through the same routine, but we're going to add the golf club. So think back to last week. We want to make sure that our grip is on there in a functional manner. Our hands are happy. We're going to kind of measure ourselves to where we want the ball. From here, the same thing holds true. Now I'm going to have this shaft match my spine angle. So now as I lock my legs and bow forward, the shaft matches my spine angle. From here, I'm going to let my hands and club just fall to the ground with long arms. And give me just a little knee break. Boom. Now I'm in a position now where I can make a golf swing. I have room for my hands to swing, and now measure myself from the golf ball. Here's the checkpoint. If I am too close to the golf ball and I take off my trail arm and let it hang, you can see here that it doesn't go back to where it came off on the grip. It has to go back to get to it. If I am too far away, the same thing is true now. It doesn't go back to the grip handle where it came off, so now it's got to go up. So a great checkpoint is if I can take off my trail hand and let it hang and go back and forth on a straight line, it really should go back to where it came off. So now I've got myself into an athletic position, I've got myself balanced, and I've got myself measured to the golf ball. Now I have a chance to make a functional golf swing. So guys, again, most shots are missed before the club is pulled away. And what I mean by that again is there could be an issue with our grip, there could be an issue with our posture, and then next week we're going to cover alignment, get ourselves set up to know exactly where we are aiming. Look forward to that installment. And as always, guys, if you have any questions about this particular tip or this segment, shoot me an email down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have an issue with your own mastering the basics, get in touch with me and let's get it fixed so you can get on the way to playing your best golf. And as always, until next time, happy golfing, enjoy life.